Regularly, I'll be having a conversation with someone and they'll drop the combo of excessively complimenting me and criticizing themselves. I'm never sure how to respond in this situation. I've tried complimenting them back, telling them not to be so hard on themselves, or ignoring their criticism and just accepting the compliment, but it all feels hollow and weird. There are 3 people in my life who do this all the time, one of whom is my boss/advisor, who I work closely with. What should I do when this comes up? That's from So Hard on Yourself.
I would also say that if you have 3 people and it sounds like you're only required to actually spend time with one of them, then you have an opportunity to drop at least 2 of them from the roster.
Mm-hmm. And the way you do that is you have them talk to each other, and they form a recursive compliment criticizing cycle that never, they talk to each other until they both die of old age. Mm-hmm. And then you only have the one to deal with.
You can also easily cut them out by when they're like, no, you're pretty and I'm ugly. You go, yep.
Yep, check out my style. That's not your opinion, that's
for
fact.
days. And you're kind of a dumpo.
You're kind of a dumper.
Man,
Dumper.
This is tough because you don't. I mean, on the one hand, you don't want to reinforce this behavior by giving the person what they seek, which is a bunch of compliments. Ugh.
What's the second half of that?
That's it. I mean, you don't. Yeah. That's it. I mean, what's the alternative? Is you have to sit there and tell them that, yeah, you got it about right. I think
well, because psychologically, the other problem is that if you do it, not only are you reinforcing the behavior, but it also drives home for them that the only reason they're getting complimented is because of this, and it actually hurts their self-esteem in the long run, because it's like they wouldn't have complimented me if I hadn't asked them to.
I think
and you know what I mean? And it becomes a bigger problem.
Your only response is, I think, a broad, sweeping generalization about just the futility of everything. So they're like,
yeah, well, we're all
I'm
gonna die soon
I'm
anyway.
So ugly and you're so pretty and I wish I could look like you. Like, well, I mean, my looks are going to fade. Looks always fade until we are returned unto the loam. So,
but in the long run, I mean, we're all just dust anyways, right?
Think about it.
We're all just a big cosmic joke.
Matter's default state is chaos. Think about it.
Our lives are just a fucking blink of an eye in the grand scheme of things.
My good looks have also pretty much ensured that nobody's ever going to help me pick up my groceries. So
my life is pretty much shit too.
So maybe think about that a little bit before you start whining. Maybe ask them more questions about why they feel the way they feel. Just kind of try to get to the root of it. You know? Oh, why do you feel that?
But
why do you think that? Like a psychoanalyzation.
But it could be like, why do you feel that way about your own looks? And they could be like, elephantitis, dude. Like, look, fucking come on.
Acid incident, you dick.
Also, you're Charlize Theron, so like that's why I made that comparison. So like that seems pretty obvious.
Ooh, what about this? Is this helpful advice? Just fact check me here.
Okay.
Just start complimenting them before this cycle starts.
Whoa.
So when you see them, be like, hey, is that a new haircut, new shirt? You look great today.
And they'll be like, but they'll find the thing. They'll be like, yeah, but I'm real dumb. And then they'll be like, well, fuck. I'll have to.
Well, then if that happens, you're completely justified and be like, Susan, just gave you a compliment. Don't do that.
That's the perfect thing. Susan.
Don't fucking undercut me on this. I said your new shirt looked nice.
You always
started talking about
Susan.
your butt or something, and I hate it. Susan?
Classic Susan.
This is like pure Susan. This is unfiltered. Fresh from a mountain spring Susan.
Maybe
Uncut Susan.
You go even deeper with Susan. Instead of Inception complimenting her, when you go in for a hug and a cheek kiss, when you're in there, you lean into her ear and you say, don't even fucking start, Susan. Susan, don't even get fucking started. And then
Susan,
you pull back.
This may seem like the day. This is not the day for your shit. Susan.
This is my house now, Susan.
Susan,
the dynamic done changed.
We're all working real hard, Susan, to put up with Susan. So why don't you give us 1 day's respite from your shit?
Susan, look around you. You are standing on a razor. This is the edge of a razor, and you are on it.
Also, just real quick, wanted to tell you that you smell delicious.
As long as
Do you have on Dr. Pepper lip gloss, or what is that? It is enchanting.
Susan,
I'm
you
just-
smell enchanting, and today is not the day
Today's
for your
But don't get me wrong, enchanting lip smell or not, I'll fucking end
now,
you.
Susan. I don't want you to get freaked out, but I'm gonna try something. Was that good?
And then meanwhile, your coworkers are going, she's been talking to her boss for like 20 minutes in her ear.
I don't know what's going
I
on.
think she wants a raise.
Did she just kiss her on the cheek? Let's get that started.
Let's all
Best friend club.
Craig, come here.
Best
I want to try
friend
something.
club.
I just saw Jenny do it to Susan. It's great. Come here. Come here.
Come here.
Hey, Craig.
Don't fucking start.
Craig, I wish I could just live on your shoulder.
You smell so much better than Susan. Don't tell Susan.
That's not Susan.
I'm right here. Susan.
Susan?
Come here.
I
Bring
love
your head closer to Craig's head.
I'm gonna conference you in.
Smell Craig real quick. Now smell yourself. Craig smells like cronuts. I love it. Did you eat cronuts today, Craig? I think I love Craig.
Also,
Guys, I have an announcement. I think I love Craig.